Thank you so much for clicking on this video and supporting the form filler. It would be awesome if you could do the following for me. Please like this video. Please share it with someone that you think could benefit from it. If you've got a question or a comment, leave that for me below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And of course, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to this channel. And now, on to the video. Let's be brutal. We're all going to die. And if it happens when you're will-less, on top of the grief, it can cause a financial nightmare for the people you care about. 54% of UK adults do not have a will, according to a research by Royal London in December 2018. Do you need a will? If you die will-less, your affairs can be in limbo for years. Yet many either don't want to think about making a will or are worried about the cost. You must be aware it could leave behind big problems, possibly as severe as being unable to pay the bills as the banks locked off the money. So, whatever your age, if you've assets, for example a house, savings or a business, and people or others you'd like to look after, consider making a will. While thinking, talking and planning for death may feel uncomfortable, you need to consider how much worse the situation would be if you died or became incapacitated through illness, accident, old age or emergency without sorting it. Not making a will can cause months or years of grief for your loved ones. There are many specific reasons for writing a will. These include children. If you have children or stepchildren under 18, you should choose who will look after them and ensure there are funds to help. Unmarried couples. The law doesn't really recognize this, so don't expect anything to go to your partner if you don't make a will. Divorce. You may want to update your will to include what happens to your assets if a previous partner remarries. Pets. Decide what should happen to family pets. Specific funeral plans. If you know what you want your funeral to be like, you can detail it so that your family doesn't have to make the decisions. Property. Joint tenant mortgages automatically pass to the other owner. If you have a tenant in common mortgage, it's important to say what happens to your share of the house. If you own a property overseas, inheritance laws may be different to the UK. Change in circumstances. Update your will when you marry, divorce, or have kids. Small businesses. If you're a sole director, it's possible that if you die without executors, nobody can authorize payments, and that includes your staff, so your business could collapse. What does a will do? Writing a will has 4 main functions. Number 1. To name your executors. These are the people who look after the financial process when you die. Try to choose a responsible and trusted friend or relative who can think clearly in a troubled time. Alternatively, some name a bank or solicitor, though they often charge monstrous fees and can add themselves automatically. So make sure you only allow this if you've chosen it for yourself. There are also the people who will sort out finances, such as paying off the mortgage and or other debts out of your estate. Your estate is everything you own at the point you die, including your property, businesses, car, savings, investments, pension fund, life insurance, expensive jewelry, pets, and more. One useful tip we've seen recently is to even include internet passwords in a separate document to accompany your will so that your executor has access to all of your online accounts. Do remember though, you're under no obligation to add the writer of your will as an executor, or in fact buy any additional service on top of the writing costs. Some may suggest this or add it to your will as default, so check. Number 2. To distribute your estate. This is where you work out who you want your estate to go to. Be aware though, you can't force people to take what you leave them. Whether it's a sofa or a house in negative equity, they don't have to take it. If a person disclaims a bequest, it goes in with the residue of the estate. This is dealt with under the residuary clause in the will. Number 3. To provide for any surviving children aged under 18. If you die, responsibility for your children automatically goes to anyone else with parental responsibility. Mothers automatically have this, but with fathers it's not always the case. For example, the situation is father is married to the mother, therefore he has parental responsibility. Father not married to mother and child is born the 1st of December 2003 or later, and the father is named on the birth certificate, then the father does have parental responsibility. However, the father, in any other scenario, for example, to a child born before the 1st of December 2003 and not named on a birth certificate, their father does not automatically have parental responsibility. People with dependent children should make a will to name a guardian or guardians for their children, and also to allocate funds to ensure they're financially supported while growing up. If you don't make a will and there is no one else with parental responsibility, the courts will decide what happens to your child in the event of your death. Number 4. To reduce inheritance tax. If you die intestate, that is, without a will, there are strict laws about to whom and how your estate is distributed. This causes two problems. First, the money may not go where you want, and secondly, it's likely to be inefficient for inheritance tax purposes. The law says you pay 40% of any assets worth over £325,000 that you leave. So those with valuable houses or larger estates could pay a fortune. Yet there are many legal ways you can plan ahead to reduce this. Beyond is the easy way to make a will online. For just £90 you can write a legally binding will from the comfort of home. You can start for free and you pay only when you print and sign the will. So why write a will online with Beyond? It takes just 15 minutes, it's checked by experts, and you can update it at any time. With a Beyond will, you can save hundreds of pounds. A Beyond online will can cost from £90 for a single will, versus £200 to £1,000 if you went to a lawyer. Just follow these simple steps when you're writing a will online with Beyond. You just answer a few simple questions and Beyond will do the rest. And if you need any advice, Beyond offers live support every step of the way. Then you print and sign. Print your will off and then follow the instructions to make it legally binding. And then you can update at any time, because life rarely stands still, so why should your will? So what can you do with the Beyond online will? You can protect your family by making sure your nearest and dearest will be taken care of and choose guardians for your kids and pets. You can share your estate by deciding who will inherit and exactly what you will leave them, so that everything will be settled the way you want. You can leave gifts, leaving personal gifts to people who will treasure them, and set up donations for your favourite charities. And choose executors. Pick people you trust to carry out your wishes. Friends, family members and professionals can all be executors. Did you know that Beyond is the UK's most trusted companion for everything afterlife? And on Trustpilot it has an excellent review, and that's based on 275 reviews. Beyond provides live support all the way. You can phone or chat with them. An expert is checking every will, and Beyond is available 9 AM to 7 PM 7 days a week. And as a gesture from myself to you, I have organised an exclusive deal with Beyond where they've given me a voucher code to share with you. So be sure to click through the direct link in the description box below and then typing in the promotional code FORM10 when checking out. That's FORM10, and I've put that code in the description box below with the direct link for you as a thank you from me to you for watching this video and supporting the form filler.